Hello everybody and welcome to Timberborn, a new town builder with beavers. They're quite cute little things. Just going to go on the recommended with the... you've got two factions in here. You've got the Folktales and the Iron Teeth. They have a slightly different build queue. I like the Folktales ones though. I think there's going to be some more factions added later. The game's still in early access at the moment, so there's more features coming. You've got a choice of various maps. Just going to go on the plains on the main one to begin with. There is actually, in the main menu, you do have a map editor as well, so you can actually create your own new maps and edit them. But no, we'll start a new game. I'll just give it a second to load up. I'm just going to go on normal difficulty because it's quite challenging. I keep killing them all. Right, 1 second. Right, so let's just pause the game a second. We can have a quick look around. So you start with a colony. There's 11 beavers. We've got 4 children and 7 adults. Water is the most important thing in the game. Because without water everything dies, including your beavers. It has quite a unique dynamic water system which I really like, and the water will flow. I'll just pause it again because I don't want to run the time away while we're not building anything. So the water starts off up here and it flows down, and you can build various dams along the way to block it in. During the dry season it all dries up, so you need to sort of block sections of your water and to keep water as much as you can during the dry season, because otherwise the land dries and nothing grows. All your crops will die, and your berries and your trees and everything. So the first thing you need to get is trees. You need wood for building, so you need to build a path. So I'm just going to grab a path and drag it over here. In fact, I'm going to come down this way because I want to get this area included as well. So under the wood we've got a lumberjack flag, and it'll show you its coverage area. So wherever you place it, the blue markers are the maximum area it can go to. So I want to try and get both lots of trees in, and also I want to be quite close to the river edge as well, because that'll give us a bit of coverage over the other side when we build a path across. So if we pop a couple in there, I know that second one doesn't quite reach that end, but it doesn't really matter. Let's bring the path over. So 2 of them will do for now. Let's get some storage and get a log pile. These are free to build, so they don't need any resources, so we'll get these done first. You can set priorities there. I'm going to set this to demolish. When you're in build mode, the water sort of changes to this pale blue texture, so you can see underneath it when you're placing platforms, because you can actually build out over the water as well, which is cool. These you can demolish, these barriers, so I'm going to demolish that and let the water flow into here, and that'll give us a bit more green area and a little bit more water there. Now we do need somebody to come and collect food, so we're going to bring the path up this way. I'm going to bring it up to there, because there is a set of steps here, but if I put a gatherer, which is under food, these will gather the berries. If I put it here, I'm going to build a set of steps up there, which mean I can reach these berries as well. So somebody's going to come along and build that gatherer. There he goes. And the next most important thing is the water. So we need a water pump. You have to get these early on, otherwise your beavers will die of thirst. Now these have got little symbols above them at the moment because I haven't told them what to cut down. So I'm going to go to mark tree cutting area. I'm going to tell them to start cutting all these down. Now they'll get to work and start going chopping the trees down. They could do with some more animations. I know the game's in early access, but we could do with like a clearer animation to show that what they're actually working on, because they just do the same kind of thing. So we need to get this water done. So connected up to that, to the front door. and I'm going to put a couple of small water tanks in here as well, so we can store some water for the dry season. I'll leave a gap so we can run a path across there. Now I'm going to set that onto high priority. So that's built. So we've got 2 unemployed workers. Three are employed on these jobs and 2 are employed in here as builders. So we've got 2 unemployed and 4 children left. Sorry, I just had to check I was definitely recording then. Just had a moment's thought. Oh no, not recording. I keep saying as well. I haven't recorded a video for ages. I haven't bought any games for ages. I haven't played any games for ages. I've just been making models in Blender and I've been learning Unreal Engine, so more will come on that later. I'm still very much a beginner at it, so it's going to be a little while, but I am working on a project and you will see that soon, hopefully. But yeah, we'll talk about that later. I'm just going to put a path in here just to remind me not to build anything in that gap. So we've got wood coming in. They're bringing it into here, and nothing's going to go into the storage at the moment because they're just going to be using it straight as soon as these have brought it in. I could maybe I'm going to assign one of them to the builders. Just leave one ready to start pumping water as soon as that's ready. The next thing we're going to need is some housing. We need food as well, actually. Before I do the housing, I'm going to put a farm in, because these berries are going to run out fairly quickly once they start getting empty. So I want a farmhouse. I want to cover as much of this area as possible. We're going to grow the trees up here and over this side and get all the food in around here. So I'm going to pop 2 in, but I'm going to put 1 on pause. We'll build that later. So I'm going to pop a path in there, and we're going to need some storage. So I'm going to get that on high priority because I want that as quickly as possible. Down here we've got plant crops, so we can do carrots, potatoes and wheat. I'm not going to bother with the wheat at the moment because you need a grist mill, a grinding mill, and you need a bakery, and you need points to unlock them, so we need science as well. We'll get into that a little bit later. Just in 2 minds of removing these berries so we can have more carrots and potatoes. I think I will. I'm not sure, I'm not 100% sure. I'll wait till I get the ladders and then I'll remove them. Just want some more carrots. Let's get these on going. Let's get a load of potatoes. Now I do need a grill for the potatoes, which means that needs a worker as well, but they'll take a while to grow anyway. So we should have some houses by the time they're done. Right, let's get some housing planned. One thing we do need is a campfire. So this is for them just to socialise in the evening, and it helps with the I think it helps with reproduction. They get social life, so they reproduce quicker. I'm fairly certain it does, I'm not 100% certain though. Let's pop that in there. Let's get that done. And then let's get some housing. We can have them facing the camp. Just move this around. I right clicked away there. Just thinking, is there room to have a path? If I do them that way. Actually, they're one too far away. Let's remove those. I like the controls. The controls are really easy and handy once you get used to them. The build system's really good. You can actually stack these buildings on top of one another and build up different platforms, and you get different height ones later on as well. This is not even. My OCD is not going to handle this very well. It's going to be fine. It'll do. I'm going to build it up later anyway. Leave room for a couple of decorations in there, or maybe some stairs going up. Now I don't need all of these at the moment, so I'm going to turn 2 of them off. But you do need lodges for reproduction. The beavers won't reproduce until they've actually got somewhere to live. Now the other main consideration, now we've got no one employed at the moment. Nobody died, did they? No, I've got 3 in there, 3 on there, 6, 7. Yeah, so I'll have to drop one out of here when the farm gets built. So the other main consideration is the dry season. I need to keep water for the dry season, because otherwise the crops will all die, and I can't afford an irrigation tower yet, so we need to get a scientist on the go as well. But before we do that, I'm going to put a dam. So I'm going to dam this part of the river over here. I think, let's go to about there. I'm going to put another one in later down here, so we can sort of fill that area up with water. Now the priorities, you can change priorities in the individual buildings there, like I was doing, or you've actually got a button here which you can go, do those first please. Well, second. get the farmhouse built first, and then get these done, and then the housing. I could really do with more children as soon as possible, but we've got 3, so we've got enough for 2 people to work in the farm. I need a storage house as well, a small warehouse. We'll put that, I'm going to put it over here because the berries are going to be coming in fairly quickly. I'll pop it this way around there. In fact, I'm going to leave a gap, and then we can stack another one on top and put some stairs up maybe. So while you're in the build menu, it shows you the blueprints of all the buildings, shows you where things are going to be. I'm going to get one of these built, and I think it's the only problem now. What do I do first? I really need this food on the go, because these berries do run out rather quickly. We do need a scientist. We have got enough children for one, because these things I need to start buying. I'm going to put a row of scientists up here. I'm just going to start with 1 for the time being. But yeah, we do need to unlock the wooden stairs, which is 70 points. The platform is important. Large water tanks, but we need gears in order to build those. So we need the forester we definitely need, so we can replant the trees, because we will run out of wood. Gear workshop in order to build gears from wood, and you need power for that. Then you've got the power, you've got power wheels, which are like hamster wheels, water wheels, and windmills, and high power shafts, which you can unlock with more points. The large one's 1400, and you need paper to build that one as well. And then you've got metal. These are the remnants of ancient human civilization, so they're all metal ruins. You can go and get the scrap metal out of these and process them into metal blocks for other buildings. The thing is, they are well out of reach of your town centre, so you actually have to build new districts in order to get to them, and then you've got to supply the goods to the districts as well, which is fairly challenging. See, it was a good job we got the water up and running. We've got a thirsty beaver there. We've only got 3 in stock, so I want to get these. I'm going to get both of these done. We're only on day 2, so we've got plenty of time to get this done yet. We get to about 14 days, I think. The dry season starts. I think it's 14 days. I've played a fair amount already. I've played quite a few hours already. I bought it, when did it come out? Saturday I think it was. It's now Wednesday, so I've had a few days, I've had a few practice builds, I've killed them all loads of times. But the first one was straight away. I ran out of food because I was relying on them eating berries. Now you do start off with a good chunk of berries, but they will get through them fairly rapidly. Let's speed things up a bit because we've got quite a few build projects on the go now, and I don't want to build anything else. I don't want to build anything else until I've got more of this done now. I especially need that scientist. Let's get that on medium high, on high. So we've got the farmer and these two first, and then we've got the scientist and the dam. That should keep us stocked well enough. So they're all going to go to sleep now. It's night time. They should be doing. There you go. They're sleeping away on the floor. They're having a cuddle, them two. So yeah, they won't reproduce until they've got houses, and you will run out of workers very quickly. I'm going to pop another one in there. Let's get more wood shifted. Have we got any? I've got 2 logs in there. I could do with another one of them really. Let's get that up and running. Let's just take that beaver back out of there again. You go and chop me some trees, Ambliz. So there we go, we've got one of the water towers up and running. They'll start now transporting water into there. They can hold 30. The bigger one, however, holds 300. Yeah, 300, but you need 30 planks and 20 gears for that, which we have neither, because we need a lumber mill. First one though is the forester. That's the most important, because these trees are going to run out fairly rapidly. This also shows you the range. You can see the range of your paths here, so they'll slowly go orange and then red further away that you get. You get to about this sort of area over here, sort of about to here. So they've got a decent reach on them, and the fact that you can stack buildings up as well means that you can utilise space very well. Some industrial buildings you can't, but the houses and stuff, you can build big towers with staircases going around them. I'm going to get this set up, ready up here. Storage, let's get a log pile. I don't think I'm going to get one up there, I'm not. Pop it there. Let's get 3 lumberjack posts. Wait. Let's just... I noticed the coverage of that wasn't as good. There's better. That'll do. Let's just whiz it forward to morning. I do have a habit of playing it on fast when I've been playing on my own, sort of planning out absolutely loads and loads of stuff, and then just sitting there and watching them beaver away, quite literally. Yeah, it's you can do that if that's how you like to play. I do like to play that sometimes, but it's not very good for the video because it's just sitting there talking and just watching them, not really doing anything like I am at the moment. I've planned a bit too much out. Those are going to get built fairly quickly. So while they're chopping these trees down, I'm going to plant the crops. So once the tree stumps, once they're just stumps, you can plant over them. Get a row of them down there. We do need a bakery actually, a grill. I'm going to put the grill down here. I think I'll put another storage, small warehouse here, and then we can set that just to be potatoes and carrots. Set this one just to be berries, and that way you can keep up to 200 in one of these. There is bigger warehouses which you get later on, but you need the science for that. Speaking of which, how are you doing? You're nearly done. So I'm going to need to drop someone out of here. I'm just waiting on that finishing, but it's gone past working hours. Let's get to the next day. They're working on the dam. That's good. We need 20 logs for each of those, so there's 120 logs needed for that one section. As soon as we get the scientist up and go, as soon as I've got 60 science, I'm going to get the forester up and running, which does mean I need a lumberjack, somebody to work in a lumber mill, and somebody to power it. We could build a water wheel. The only thing is the water wheels stop working in the dry season, so having a combination of water wheels, windmills and beaver power works best. I'm just going to pause these because they'll be taking up my workers. I'm going to designate this area to be chopped down. Now these trees aren't going to regrow because they're in a dry area, so nothing will grow on this dry ground unless you put irrigation towers down, which you'll get to doing later on. Just going to set these on high priority because I can just get them out of the way then. They don't cost anything, they don't take long to build. And we're waiting on wood coming in. I've got 20 logs in at the moment. That's up and running. We've got 2 workers on the farm. I'm going to set them to planting priority. You can choose harvesting or planting. If you need food rapidly and you've got crops in the ground, sometimes you need to switch it over to harvesting. But if you do so, they'll just harvest everything and then wait until everything's been picked up before they start planting again. So I prefer to leave it on planting because then they'll go and harvest something and then go and replant it immediately. So that way your crops keep growing. You're not waiting as long for them to come in. Oh, as I remove that wood, I'm just gonna remove areas by planting potatoes in there. What I am going to do is put a path across here, so you can path over the top of some of these buildings. You can't with the floodgates. You need to build structures next to them, so you need these platforms so they can walk across. It's going to be quite a while before I get those. You need quite a lot of science for those. And one thing we will need is we're going to need the gear workshop soon. So forester first, and then the stairs, and the platforms. We've only got 21 science at the moment. We're on hyper speed as well. It's a bit too fast. I don't like leaving it on that too fast because if something goes wrong, everything goes wrong. Now then, we've got those 2 other beavers have grown up. See, there's nobody working there. Let's pause that one. I do have somebody working there. We can take those trees. We've got all 3 of these running. So I might as well start chopping these trees down as well because we're going to need the wood anyway. So now the houses are getting built, so we should start, once we get these, in fact I'm going to get all of these on the go and then we can get some more baby beavers pretty quickly. Only on priority. We are on this on priority. We're on day 7, so I want to get this finished as fast as possible now. It's going to take them a little while. He's still building that one, he is. Yeah, I think it's just a case of waiting for this dam now. I can start planning where I'm going to put the lumber mill. So, the lumber mill uses 50 horsepower. It should be BP that, it should be beaver power. yeah, if you can use one beaver with a power wheel will give you 50, whereas a water wheel will give you 180 and a windmill gives you 120. So they're more powerful, but they're a lot more inconsistent. The windmills only work when there's wind, and I don't know whether it's something it's going to look at, but they don't make any difference whether they're up here or down here. Really, they should sort of work a lot more up here and less down here. That would make more sense. At the moment, you can just put them anywhere. You can put them right in front of a cliff wall, and they still work the same as any others do. So it doesn't really matter. But he's hungry. Why are you hungry? We've got no food in. We started to run out of berries really quickly now. This is why I needed to get this farm up and running as soon as possible. We'll start putting a path along here. I'll wait until they cut that tree down, but don't need to chop it down myself. Let's get the lumber mill. Let's pop him in. I'm going to end up with a few of these. Yeah, let's go. Let's put one there. And then I can put the power wheel at the back. Now you can connect them directly onto the building, but that does mean you can't extend them. Now at the moment there's a tree in the way. I could put it there. I might even put it there. I'm going to put it there actually. I'm just going to pause these two for the time being. Just while we get everything else built. And we'll start putting some paths up. Now we are going to need some connectors in here. Now these are quite cheap. I'm going to put a T section on this one so that we can connect out to a water wheel here. So a straight section there, and I'm going to put a T section here. And then another one that way round so we can connect to a second power wheel. The only problem with these is it's quite labour intensive because you need a beaver for each one, whereas with the water wheels you don't. So, but like I said, they don't work in the dry season. How are we doing for beavers? We've got 3 children, that's good. So that means we can think about filling this up, get more workers on the go. So we're going to need 2 for this as well, and 1 for the forester. So that's those 3 are going to be employed, but then we've got 3 more houses to come. So we've got room for 15 at the moment, so we can have 1 more child at the moment. Let's sit outside the campfire and just gives them a bit of enjoyment. There we go, we've got some carrots coming in now. We do need this. I'm on hyperspeed again. Do need a warehouse so we can start getting this stuff stored, because it can only store so much in here, 50. Are we short of a worker anywhere? We're alright for logs at the moment, so I think I'm going to pause that one. Put another beaver on building here. Once you get your population up, I try and have at least 3 or 4 unemployed beavers, because they will die of old age at some point. It'll tell you down here when they've been born and when they've grown up. But they will get old and die, and then you need beavers to replace them. And if you're waiting round or you haven't got any spares, you know, your beaver that is operating your water pump dies, and all of a sudden you run out of water, and it's you have to start juggling things around again. Come on, let's see if we can get these done before the end of this episode. I'm going to try and keep them down to about half an hour. Let's get that one. I'm going to get that out of the way. Set that on high priority. Somebody will come along and chop that down. And get a footpath. Oh wait. Oh no, too late, he's doing it. I should have checked to see how long it had left to grow. Oh, he's chopped it down, that's alright. Got a log out of it. So I just want to get these done now. There's another one done. Yeah, I'm going to try and keep these episodes to about half an hour if I can. Try not to do too much in one sitting. What we got here? So we've got the grill and a warehouse. Let's get the houses done. So we've got staff. We need baby beavers. Need them to get busy. We need more workers. Have we got enough for the forester? We have. Okay. Right, so that's 60 science points. So I'm going to get him. I'm going to pop him. We'll pop this one close to here. That gives us a good, reasonable coverage on the other side. And then I'm going to move the lumberjacks up here. That way they can get to this side as well. So we will put one more over here to come and chop these trees down when we're running out. We've still got these up here as well, so oops, bit of frame rate stutter there. I'm not, even though it's early access, I've not experienced any problems. I've got the colony up to nearly 200 at one point. It still ran pretty well. I didn't know what the frame rate actually was, but it was pretty good. There wasn't any problems with it. Let's just get these gears in because these only take like 3 logs each. I'm gonna need this forester up and running fairly soon. Now these are just telling you that this is full. You will see these symbols, especially over your warehouses and stuff. There's quite a few space here for some potatoes. Some more spuds on the go. Stick another one there actually. Oh, we do need that baker as well. Right, let's get the baker up and running because the potatoes are ready. I need everything. I need this doing, I need that doing, I need them doing, I need these warehouses doing, I need this house done. Right, we've got 3 unemployed. Let's get another worker in here. What we're waiting on, let's get these done. Then I can move those and move the log storage as well. Actually, I'll keep the log storage there because it's next to the lumber mill. Sorry if you can hear my dog barking. Right, let's delete that one. Just making sure they had no logs in stock. That one's got a log. That's the path. That's got a log. Let's pause that one. I can delete it. Sorry if you can hear my dogs barking. They've just run outside. I don't know what they're barking at. I have to go out and check in a minute. So what we got? Baker's up and running. We've got somebody working in there. We've got 2 unemployed. We've got 7 children, and we've got the dry season coming in. But we're going to be all right. Let's get another water tank built there. Just going to get that done rapidly. I'll let you see the dry season before we end this episode. I'll show you what that looks like. We have got the dam built in time, so we should be alright. Should only last a couple of days. We've got 2.5 days till the dry season comes. Let's get this up and running. We've got 2 unemployed, we have. Let's get them done. Let's get this open. Oh, I paused it. It wasn't paused. So it's got the logs, it just needs planks now. Well, I can't plan in the water wheel yet because I need this high power shaft to come up and over above where they walk in. I could get them to build the water wheel, but it would be just sat there doing nothing. It's a waste of wood at the moment. Right, we're empty over here. Let's just pause these three. Let's get these three working. Right, they can go down and chop all that wood down there. Leave anything here to regrow. Hopefully we'll get this forester up and running soon. 13 and 40, 12, 13. He's not far off. Let's get another path down here. I've got somebody spare, we have. Let's get another lumberjack and tell him to cut these trees down. Because the trees are going to take a while to grow, the new trees, so we are probably going to run out of wood fairly rapidly. The dry season's coming in less than a day, so this is getting done. It's just a case of getting them done. Then we can actually tell it where to start. I want to see the outline of where it does, so start telling it to plant this area. So you've got a choice of 3 trees here. You've got birches, you've got pine, and you've got maple. Now a birch takes 9 days to grow and it'll give you 1 log. A pine takes 12 days to grow, give you 2 logs, and a maple will take 24 days to grow and give you 8 logs. The best way I've found is to have a mixture of all 3. Now we're going to have a path coming up here because I'm going to have more of these, so I don't want to go up that far. So yeah, have a mixture of all 3, and then you've got different amounts coming in at different times, because the birch will sort of keep you topped up when you're running out, whereas the maples, once the maples actually do finally grow, they'll give you quite a good chunk. Fill your stockyards up really quickly. I'm going to pop a few more birch down. I think we can go about as far as here. Probably get a few in. Stack a few in there as well. And he's done. That was quick. We are on fast forward. Right, so we're into the dry season. So as you can see, all of this has dried up down here. Any deeper areas will retain water for longer, but because we've built this dam here, we've managed to keep this amount of water here, so the water pump will carry on running. How are we doing for points? We've got 114, so I want to get the stairs. I want to get them done pretty quickly because I want to get up here. Let's get that on that, and then we've got more berries to come in. So we're doing alright on food. This is done. I'm going to tell this, I'm going to say it's all allowed at the moment, so if you click none then you can just select the ones you want. So I'm going to say potatoes, grilled potatoes and carrots. And then on this one we can select none and then just select berries only. There's no, even if you set the limits on these, it's only a desired limit. It doesn't really make any difference. It'll still fill up with whatever comes in first. But if you select individual items, they'll only store those. So at the moment we've just got all the farm produce goes in here and then berry stuff going in there. So this now can reach this, although these have died. So they'll dry out in 7.9 days, so we're only 2.7 days at the moment, so we're alright, they won't die permanently. However, your crops do dry out a lot quicker, so later on you need to think about either creating more of a system where you've got more water and deeper water, because these will empty water out as well while it's dry season. At the moment I've only got one, so it's not too much of an issue, but I do need to keep an eye on the water. So I am going to build another dam up here on the next episode, and then we can fill this section up as well. Have I got everything built? So this is running, that's running. You can see the cogs going. You can see the little beaver in there. They're producing food, and we've got the forester on the go. That's what I wanted to see. Right, so just went slightly out of area. We've got more area over here. So I'll get stick some more birch. They can go in there. Probably doing a bit of mix and match there, but it doesn't matter. This area is dried out, so nothing's going to get planted in there at the moment. But like I said, we'll put another dam in down here because I want to fill this bit up as well. And maybe later on, once we get explosives, I can blow all this out and make it deeper, make it double deep, and then because these will reach down 2 layers under the water as well. So the deeper it is, the longer the water will last, basically. So there we go. We're halfway through the dry season. We will survive this, no problem. The water's getting quite low, but they will come and drink out of here. The next thing I want to purchase is this platform, because then I can build a couple of platforms out here and stick another water pump next to that one. Then we'll get the gears on the go, then I can build some of the bigger pumps, and we've got 5 unemployed. The other options we've got with labour at the moment is we can build a hauling post that will employ up to 10 beavers, and they will move goods around. Then you've got a builder's hut which will employ 4 more builders, so I'll tend to use them later on as well. We'll definitely use them later on. So he's planting some trees there. I've left a bit of room for another 2 buildings. We're going to need another one of these, definitely. Now, if you connect the buildings together, like side by side, they will transfer power to one another as well. But you're still going to need multiple units of these. In fact, I'm going to stick that one in there. Let's pause it. I'm going to put another power wheel. That's why I left that connector there. In fact, we've got the beavers. Let's get them made. Yeah, this will work anyway, like this. But I'm going to put the connector in anyway. Just put that on high priority so that they can get to it. I'll put one of them in there. Let's just put a footpath down here. Let's delete that one. No, that was the right one. Sorry. Delete that one. I'm going to put a 4-way one in there. And then another power wheel. I do this all the time. I'm like, right, I'm going to finish up here now and then start planning. And I'm like, just have this, I'll just have that. I just want to get these built. If you're building behind buildings like this, make sure you get your inner parts built first, and then they're not. Then your beavers can actually get to them. Because I've had that. I've trapped them and all sorts of things, and demolished things while they've been stuck in places. And I've ended up trapped in between buildings and stuff, which is not good. You don't want that. Right, there we go. We can get these up and running. We've got enough spare workers, we might as well. He's giving me a symbol because he's got no entry, he's got no footpath connection. So they're complaining about that. Let's run this path up, get that connected up to there. and then I think we'll plant some more crops along here. Get some more carrots, get some more potatoes. Could really do with trees as well, but we are going to need the food. How many spare have we got? We've got 4. We're going to need 3. Let's get that other farmhouse done. Might as well get that done as well now. So we've got plenty of planks coming in now. The next one, I'm leaving space there for a gear workshop, which is under wood. This is that one. I'm not going to get that one yet because I want the platforms first. That gear workshop will go in there, and that'll give us a power demand of 220 because it's 50 each for them, and a supply of 150, so it won't work at full speed. But once we get the gear workshop in, I can pop I was going to say pop a wheelie. I can pop a little bridge over here. Sorry, it's because I'm looking for stuff and talking at the same time. I can't think and do 2 things. Right, so I'm going to pop a wheelie over here. I've pop a bridge over here and then connect up to 2 water wheels. That's what I was trying to say. I'm getting myself all confused. Potatoes, get some carrots. Now he can get up there, I can mark these for demolition as well. Let's get rid of those. Even though they've got berries on them, it doesn't matter. We've got plenty of berries now because we've got access to those at the top. See, berries give you berries will give you 1 point on that. That doesn't mean they're getting hungrier. It means it's satisfying the hunger. Carrots give you 1 hunger and 1 nutrition, and grilled potatoes give you 1 hunger and 2 nutrition. I haven't got any clickables for grilled potatoes, but it tells you under the food. I'm pointing at the screen here. See there where it says grilled potatoes, hunger up 1, nutrition 2. So grilled potatoes satisfy nutrition a lot better. So we'll probably get another forester over here later, and we can plant more berries around here then. How long did I say this episode was going to be? Half an hour. I've gone well over. I think, yeah. I'll just show you the water coming down. There we go. You can see the water inflow. I love how this water works, and how the land goes green as it comes back. It starts spreading out. You can see where it's getting irrigated. Now, because of these, especially when I put one up here, I am going to start flooding the area a little bit. It tends to sort of ebb and flow a little. There we go. Just about flooded that area then. It doesn't last very long, but what I am going to do later on, I'm not just going to build down here. I'm actually going to migrate all of this up onto a platform up here and then flood this whole level, so we can flood the whole plain and try and keep as much water as possible, because later on we're definitely going to need it. I could turn him off now actually. He's not doing anything. These trees are starting to grow. Starting to get some of them back. Did I leave that vacant for a reason? I don't know if I did. Just plant another row of pine down there. So yeah, the water's back. The season started, second cycle. Let's just get through to daytime. Everybody get back to work. There we go, we've got some thirsty beavers. So there we go, we've got the platform. Let's open that platform. I'm just going to stick this in really quickly and then we'll build it on the next episode. So I need that space there, I need a path there, I need a water pump there. So we'll get that built next time. Right, this is Timberborn. Hope you like it. I'm having a lot of fun playing it, it's really enjoyable. quite satisfying. It's very relaxing as well if you just play it on normal pace. It gets quite hectic if you hit the fast forward button though. But yeah, it's good. Gets a thumbs up from me anyway. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back with another one really soon. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you then.